A little upper body warm up routine. So on all fours, sitting the hips back onto the heels, reaching the hands and arms away. The goal here is to get those lats stretched, the arms stretched, loosen out the shoulders, rock the body side to side just to release any tension that might be in the back. Then we're going to get the hands over to the left side, stack the hands on top of each other, do some slight rotations. Then to the opposite side, again more rotations just to loosen out that spine, those lats. Back onto all fours, we're going to practice some loading onto the hands and the arms, some rotations of the elbows, just seeing what the wrist can do. Keep those fingers spread apart. Once we have that done, we're doing some cat to camel. So dropping the belly button down, reaching the spine up as high as we can. Belly button down, squeezing the shoulders back as best you can. Get that head movement in as well. Trying to just get from the head to the tail, stretch to mobilize. So we've done some rotations, now we're doing some flexion and extension. After 4 or 5 reps of this, then we're going to move into some more rotations. So, hand to the head, elbow to the wrist, and then you're twisting up to the ceiling. Keep most of the weight onto the knees. Make sure there's not too much weight on that left hand. There's no strain or pain on the wrist. And then again, you're trying to twist and look up to the ceiling. We need to get as much rotation into our spine as you can. And then the same on the other side. Again, make sure the weight is on the knees. There's no pain to that right wrist. Get that neck rotation by looking up. Twist the head as best as you can as well. Open that chest. Excellent. Now, after these rotations, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get some twisting into the spine and a little gentle quad stretch. If you can't sit on your toes, curl the toes under and do these rotations from a half kneeling position. It's nice to get a little quad stretch in there as well if you can. Flip the body around. Stretch the arms over your head. Think for a second, how does this feel? Any pain? Get some wrist mobility in there. How are the shoulders feeling? Try our best to crunch the lower back down into the mat. And then we're doing some shoulder presses. We're trying to keep the hands and the arms as close to the floor as we possibly can. We don't want any pain in the shoulders. We're assessing how the shoulders feel, how the elbows feel, the neck. So just keep the eyes closed and focus on how these movements feel. And then we're going to be doing some up and overs. So just stretching the hand up and over the body, tapping the mat and then tapping the floor over the head. Again, just practicing some of that extension. Think of how the weight of the arm feels. Is there any difference between the left and the right shoulder? If there is, you might hold a stretch for a few seconds. Then we're getting into some rotations of the shoulders. Think of how the chest feels when you reach the hands over your head. Then think of how the shoulders feel and the back of the shoulders feel when you reach the hands down towards the floor. We're looking for about 8 to 12 of these rotations. Really warming up the shoulder, getting the blood flowing. Now we're doing some stretch and twist. So we want to get the scapula involved here and we're going to twist out. So we twist out and then we drop the shoulder and we twist in. Lift the shoulder blade, twist out, drop the shoulder blade, twist in. Then onto our side. Hands holding the knees, so this is going to minimize the hip movement and the lower back movement, and we're getting that rotation again through the upper body. And we're wanting to stretch our chest and our bicep and our neck. So the eyes are following the hand, and you really want to reach for it. Try get that hand down to the floor. No pain or strain. Now, if there is, you stop. You might hold that stretch for a few breaths, breathing into your belly. Aiming for about 5 reps. Same on the other side. Again, this from this angle, you'll see how much rotation there is in the back. First rep is hard for me to get the hand down, but I still tap. And then as you see, as I practice the repetitions, it gets a bit easier as the body has a positive adaptation. And that's what we're looking for. As we do these reps in the mobility drills, the body has a positive adaptation. Getting the nerves fired up, getting the joints warmed up, the blood flowing. Again, 5 reps on both sides. Cross at the legs. If this position isn't comfortable, stretch the feet out and just try to stretch for your toes. Just try to stretch that lower back, get that curvature in the spine, reach the hands and arms again, and then again some rotations. Hand behind the back, looking over the shoulder. Rotations are very important because the lats insert at the spine, and we're going to be doing a lot of lat work on the back, and we're going to be doing a lot of chest work on the front. So getting that twist and rotation is going to be fantastic for the lats and the chest and shoulders. Now we're doing some weight transitioning, trying to open the shoulders and rotate the neck. Again, assess the left shoulder, assess the right shoulder. Is there any pain? Is there any strain? You're trying to put a little bit of weight onto the hands, but no pain on the wrist. And last exercise now, just some neck circles. 3 reps in one direction, 3 reps in the other direction. If there's any pains or strains, do an extra rep or 2 on each side, and then you're good to go.